Okay, I'm here with Ice Bitch.
Hi.
And she's over there, and I'm here answering questions. So, first of all, introduce yourself. I'm Cougars Bay. I don't give out my real name really on the internet. I don't use it because I start work next semester. Where are you from? I'm from Toronto, Canada. Apparently, not a lot of people know what that is. So, it's about 2 hour drive away from New York State. My pen name is 30secondfics. Backstory for that is actually it all started as a joke with my best friend.
Not me.
Not that best friend, the other best friend. So we were fooling around one day. She challenged me to write her a really quick piece of fan fiction, and I wrote something really stupid. And it was 10 lines, and I posted it on my personal blog, and people were like, "Oh, cool! You should write more." So I did, and then one became two, and then now two became 200. So how long have you been writing? I've been writing April of 2012, so it's about 8 months. Why did I start writing? To kill time. I don't really do much. I'm part-time in college, so it's kind of like, oh hey, let's do this when I'm not doing anything that important. I actually didn't expect this blog to go so far. It was kind of just like, oh, hey, I'll just write one or two and see where that goes. And people were like, oh, here, write this and write that. I'm like, okay, let me write
Have
this.
you got, what's your weirdest request?
Oh, we've got a question from Ice Bitch. My weirdest request.
Like robot sex.
Okay, I don't think we've gone as far as
as
robot sex.
Robot sex, robot sex.
So I guess an author that I'm a big fan of, Gauzepaws. Anything Gauzepaws. I don't know why. I just kind of cry and cry and cry, and it's just a big ball of feels. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I don't read a lot out there. I usually read one shots. I have yet to read Life in Technicolor, and I've been kind of catching up with Riding the Rails, but other stuff, yeah, I have to catch up on those because I don't really read long stuff and in progress stuff. All right, so my favorite fic, Silver Wings, anything goes pause. Cool. I cried reading Little Earthquakes. I cried during the season premiere. I cried during everything. I just cry though. I just cry these days. I don't do much
anymore.
When
I opened up a can of soda. Cried when I
cried myself to sleep. Okay, fic I'm most proud of. I'm just gonna say Blood and Glory because it's my first long fic, and I'm always gonna be attached to that kinda. And I'm gonna say okay. I'm gonna have to say two because I am actually really surprised about the positive feedback that I gotten from Boundless Love. Backstory to that, I wasn't even gonna publish it or post it or whatever because I thought it was weird, and I know that the fans get really iffy when writers write about Arizona having or sleeping with a guy. So I was really edgy there. I was like, okay, maybe I won't post it, maybe I will, because I was ready. I posted it and I ran away. I posted it, threw my laptop on the bed, and just went, and I didn't know. I came back and it got 30 something notes. So I'm like, okay, cool. People actually kind of like this. So yeah, I just wasn't sure I was ready for hate mail kind of, I guess. So yeah, I guess that's just a reminder to just put stuff out there. It's really whatever. And if I get hate mail, then which I've already gotten, which I was delete. Delete. It was something about why would you go there? I was I didn't take it too seriously. I was there's this one person and there's 20 people liking it. Let's just delete that comment and continue life.
That's some good advice. Don't.
Yeah, so just delete the comment, and unless it's constructive criticism, I just delete. My favorite type to write, I'm gonna say fluff, but you're not gonna believe me because I always end up writing smut. Which I did not plan to actually for the first 2 months of this blog. I kept it pretty PG, and then all of a sudden it was hey, write this, and after that it was just every request was yeah, it was this one time during summer I went to Boston for a week. I was okay, I'm going to Boston. You can leave prompts, and I come back and it was like 27 smut requests. I'm like, okay. So yeah, but I love you guys. Thanks for all those. Oh, my favorite character to write for. Callie is my favorite character forever and always. I don't know, since like day one. But I like writing for Arizona because she's kind of like this complex character where I can write her as like a kid 1 second, and also she's like this dominant kind of lover the next second. And yeah, I think she's just really fun to play with on paper, and I'm sure in other ways. Um, like, oh, a fic based on personal experiences.
Oh, that's interesting.
If I told you, we're not gonna go. Yeah. So actually, one of the fics that I was requested was Calzona going to strip club, and that was actually based on the experience that on Ice Bitch's birthday we went to a strip club and bought her a lap dance,
which was not a good idea.
By the way, Ice Bitch is straight. And
okay, it wasn't up until that moment. I was like, okay, you know what? If I could, I would go with a girl. And then they bought me the lap dance, and that's why I knew, like, no, you are straight.
Apparently, because they take her to like a private corner, kind of, to do lap dance. So we didn't see it, which I wish we did.
No, it was
so apparently, Ice Bitch sat there like this, in like perfect posture for the whole song.
I was like so frozen.
While this stripper is like dancing around her, and she was just like,
she twerked on my lap. That felt really weird.
Oh yeah, so that's kind of, if you read it, I think it's called Cheap Beer and Polished Metal. Okay, so this question is hobbies. Hobbies other than writing, I run. I did a triathlon this summer. I run marathons around the city. Except for this semester, it's been a slow semester, so I don't have any thing to train for at the moment, so I'm off season. My fitness blog is linked on my Cougar Date blog. It's just a fitness blog on the side, and that's where I kind of just put stuff about my marathons. Anyway, so my pet peeve is people spitting on the floor, like in public, like mostly guys do it, but it's kind of like they're just walking and then they spit and it's like teasing. And people who like share apples and ice cream. It's okay if you're like close to the person, like really close. But let's say like me and Ice Bitch, if I had to eat like sliced apples is okay, but I mean like if I had to like bite an apple and like
I don't like sharing pudding. I don't
like pudding. To you, it's like no, I don't know. I'm kind of a germ freak. I think it comes with the whole nursing thing. Everything's a reservoir of germs, and I sanitize my hands before I eat every time I eat. An embarrassing story to tell. We were in high school. I went to high school with Ice Bitch. So we were crossing the street, and one of our friends was driving with her dad. And so we were crossing the street, and I just had to be all extra because I'm always all extra, and it's just me. So we were crossing the street, and I'm going like, thank you for letting us cross the street. And as I'm being extra and saying thank you, there's like a pothole that I trip over, and I face plant in front of the car. And my friend's dad looks at me for like 2 seconds, and he drives around me. Like, he's like, I don't got time for this. Okay, so I fall, I face plant, and I'm standing in the middle of the road, like on my face. He drives around me, and he's like, bye. Like, so biggest fear. This one was answered by Ice Bitch for me, and my biggest fear apparently is Calzona breaking up. A rare fact about me is I can touch my nose with my tongue.
You have to do it now because you said it.
Yeah, because it said so. It's passion that I have. I'm not sure yet. Ice Bitch thinks I have a passion for helping people, but honestly, nursing just pays the bills. Oh yeah, and then we said I have a passion for Chilean corn pies. Yeah, that's about it. So thank you guys for reading. Hope this can go on as much as it can, or at least I'll have fun while it lasts. And I start working next semester, so hopefully I still have time to do that. So yeah, thanks guys. I don't know why I did that. It's really lame, but I just did it.
No.